So we've had great success with a video that I created a couple of years ago talking about the things that I wish I knew before I moved here. As a matter of fact, I think I have like 58,000 views or something. It's my highest viewed video, which is fantastic. So I thought I'd do a sequel to that video. So these things, the things that I wished I knew before I moved here, two, we're going to cover all the things I didn't get in the first one. Stay tuned. Okay, I'm actually shooting this video in latitude Margaritaville on a beautiful, beautiful day. I'm going to take my sunglasses off so I can see you, and we're going to talk about the various things, pros and cons of the things that I wish I knew before I moved here. Two. So, to begin with, I think that people have told us, this is based on feedback, by the way, of our clients that buy property down here, and they go, gee, I didn't know that. So this is in adding on to the video. The special events, I'm reading this and looking down, reading this. The art shows, the theater, the Carolina Coastal Theater, which is over in Shelter Cove on Hilton Head Island, has great events there. We've been there several times, seen a play, seen a couple of comedians that were fantastic. There's a lecture series that I believe one of the hotels put on. They have TED Talks there. Sometimes they bring in like Navy SEALs, things like that. Also, I will add to that, some of the luxury golf communities have their own speaker series by people that live in that community. But if you don't, there's plenty of lecture series coming into the area, and you can find that online. The festivals are unbelievable. Seafood, food festival. When we're really going, you find these different festivals in Bluffton, down there on Calhoun Street. You find them on Hilton Head Island. And it seems like, it's not every weekend, but it's pretty active. And you just search online of all the different festivals, events, and things like that going on. Italian Heritage Festival. They have one of the biggest things all year is the car show, Concours d'Elegance. Wine and food festivals, the Gola Festival. I get a little confused, many seafood festivals, because we have a lot of seafood. So I get a little bit confused about that, but there are so many festivals, events, and they're easily searchable online. Next, Hilton Head, Savannah Hilton Head Airport. You can get anywhere in the world out of that airport. There are direct flights to New York, obviously Atlanta and Charlotte. Those are hubs, and you can get anywhere from there. I just flew up for the Buckeyes Michigan game and flew direct Savannah, Detroit. Easy, nonstop, really great. Unfortunate the way that turned out, but let's move on. Hilton Head Airport has put millions of dollars into lengthening the runway, expanding the airport, and that's becoming a real alternative if you want to fly anywhere. You've got Hilton Head Island, you've got Savannah. I go out of Savannah Hilton Head Airport because from the bridge, it's about 45 minutes to get there. So if you're out near latitude Margaritaville, it's going to take you 30 minutes. So it won't take all that long. Especially stores and boutiques. We used to have a mall on Hilton Head Island. A lot of people didn't know that in the 80s. And they knocked it down. And what they have now are specialty stores and restaurants over there. And to the Shelter Cove area. And there's more and more boutiques, stores, a lot of them in Harbor Town, a lot of them in the Wexford shopping area, in Bluffton. They are in Old Town Bluffton. The promenade there, that area is growing like crazy. Main Street has McLaughlin, J. McLaughlin, that store, and they also have one in Old Town. So these stores are throughout Bluffton and Hilton Head, and a lot of people say, gee, I didn't know there were so many retail stores. Now, if you want to go take a 45-minute ride, you can go down to Savannah and see shopping down there, which is great. Broughton Street is very well known for that. And if you really want to get into shopping, you can go 2 hours north to Charleston, bring your credit card because there's great shopping up there. So that's specialty stores and boutiques. Let's get into nature. As a matter of fact, I'm a member of the Nature Club where I live. It cost me $20 to join, but we have monthly meetings. But anyway, the nature is unbelievable. Those of you who watch the channel, by the way, if you like the content of what we put out on this channel, please subscribe. We try to encourage everybody. And if you like what I'm saying or it rings true, please give a thumbs up. This helps the channel and pushes this content out to people that are searching for quality content about a particular subject. Anyway, back to nature. I lived in Florida for years and years, and yeah, they have nature down there, obviously. But I mean, the bald eagles, the hawks, loggerhead turtles on the beach that come up and lay their eggs. You might be wondering if you've moved down here, there are no lights on in your community. It's really all over, like sea pines and various communities. There's no streetlights, none. And this all started years ago on Hilton Head Island by the loggerhead turtles need darkness, no lights. So it's funny how that all started and it's continued on down here. Amazing nature, great blue herons, egrets. I could go on, but the nature is astounding down here. You just have to take notice and watch it because of the landscape, the climate, everything else. It's truly amazing. Seafood, our local seafood markets, we got shrimp. We got a lot of shrimp. Great seafood. Seafood mongers, which is the equivalent to butcher, but it's seafood. Benny Hudson's on the island. The oyster factory in Bluffton. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that if you're looking for fresh seafood. Let's talk about the negatives. It's hot. It's hot in the summer. There's no doubt about that. This past summer was incredible. I've never felt temperatures that hot here before, but it was hot all across the world. As a matter of fact, I think they recorded the highest average global temperature this last summer. It's not getting any cooler. So anyway, it's hot and it can get buggy. I've said in past videos that it's not that buggy. I don't know, maybe that's salesmanship, but it can get buggy. So if you're outside and it's a summer evening and it's rained a lot recently, you're going to get mosquitoes. They spray in a lot of these communities, so you have to be aware of that, but it kind of keeps the whole mosquito population down. Hey, let's face it, we're along the coast, okay? The mosquitoes breed in the lagoons, the freshwater lagoons. They don't breed in the marsh area and saltwater. They don't. They're in the lagoon areas, and that means the mainland and things like that. So just be aware that it can get buggy. Traffic, yes, traffic can be 278, one road on the island, one road off. If there's an accident, things are messed up. You also have tourists that are speeding and they're looking at their phone when they're speeding. That is all across the United States. That's not any different. So be aware of that. As I always say to people, well, there's a lot of traffic, or it's hot, or whatever it is. There's only one perfect place, and I always tell people, you're not quite ready for it yet. if you get what I'm talking about. Let's see here. Any other things that we wish that we knew before we moved down here? It's getting busy down here because the word is out. If you think about Hilton Head Island, it really grew in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. There was no Bluffton. No Bluffton. And I'm in latitude Margaritaville right now. That's about 18 miles from the bridge. There was a previous development here that didn't sell so much property. Latitude Margaritaville comes in, Mento, they put a lot of money in marketing. They're selling it like hotcakes. It's going all the way out to the interstate, the growth. It's just a fact. East Argent development tract has been divided up by builders, developers. All of that growth is coming, but it's all out west of Bluffton and Hilton Head Island. It's just really hard to stop the growth. Another item that people mentioned, that if you're living in the gated communities, I have yet to ever see the fees go down. They keep going up. So it doesn't go up 1,000 or two. It goes up 4%, 5%, cost of living index, whatever it is. But that's how they, the biggest budget item on there is employees paying for health insurance. It's hard to find help in this area, and they have to pay extra. There's probably an entire level of people living in these communities that are aging that don't want to live there anymore, and they might be looking at some of the 55 plus communities. If you're seeing that in this video, the John Weber team also lists property, and we will help you get to the next destination, wherever that might be. I think that's about it. It's a gorgeous day. This is a good example down here. This is in December 2023. Cold front came through last night, a little cool, sat out by the fire pit. Today, gorgeous, 60 degrees. This is our winter. So if you can stand that, please call the John Weber team. We will assist you. We will recommend a realtor to you anywhere in the United States, because we're part of a network that will send you the top realtor in the entire area, and we'll set that up for you. Down below, you can get this process started by clicking on one of the links. We have the ultimate guide to Lowcountry. We're updating that as we speak with all 2024 fees, and you can get that guide. It gives you a big head start what we're doing. Come down and see us, the John Weber team. We're here to serve you. We will find your dream home.